Let's get right to our justice correspondent, Candace Kelley, for more insight on yesterday's proceeding. Good morning to you, Candace.
Morning.
You know, the Gayle King stuff. We all remember the interview. We can probably, every person in America can quote it, at least every black person. We know that. And I believe Gayle King unpacked some of what she saw and noticed and some of the code that seemed to be going on in the room with R. Kelly. Jane Doe number 5 is a witness who sat down with Gayle King, another woman by her side. What did she say about that interview and the other things that were going on inside Kelly's home?
Well, I think what was key was that we have this young woman that we saw give a very detailed explanation of her life with R. Kelly, as well as her other co-girlfriends and those who lived under one roof. And then we heard the code that was used behind that. R. Kelly was right in the room, probably his publicist too, to make sure that she was saying everything that she was supposed to say, everything that she rehearsed saying, and that there was code. He would cough whenever something would be off cue, and so she would take that cue and she would change her story. And, you know, when she appeared on this Gayle King interview, this was something that when we comes to the witnesses, we didn't know necessarily that she was the one. This isn't a case where we have a list of witnesses and we know who's coming. So just by context and by the fact that she said she was on Gayle King, we find out that she's the one.
Right.
So these were very important facts to just realize what was actually going on in that interview. An interesting day for the prosecution and the defense.
Yeah, and just so people at home know, when you do one of these high-powered, high-profile interviews, there are negotiations, right, Candace? And so Gayle King, CBS, they could not have wanted this. I'm sure they asked for Robert Kelly to be elsewhere and for her to be able to focus on these two young women, and that was denied. And at some point, CBS likely said, we still want the interview, so we have to make the concession. The defense, though, they certainly brought out a lot that some would argue may have bolstered their case. Tell us how they did that on cross-examination.
Well, listen, we have a graphic because there was quite a bit that they did in terms of just moving the needle. First of all, they treated this as if this was a family, and they got out of this particular witness that maybe they did do things together, like go to the park and go to the movies. And so they painted this picture that they were an all-together family. And also, they were able to bring out of this witness that Kelly did, in fact, give his female friends $10,000 as presents during one Christmas. They tried to make sure that people in the jury knew that she could have left if she wanted to, and that her parents did sign off on her homeschooling, and that she did, in fact, write a letter to Kelly in jail saying there was no bad feelings. And so these are some of the things that they got out on defense, where she did have to acquiesce and say these things happen, and they want to make sure that the jury is seeing her paint a picture that just may not be so bad. It may be a strange relationship and that their sexual relationships might be a little bit odd, but were they criminal? Well, she was 18 and stayed there for 4 years. Perhaps they were not. They also got into the minutia of her in terms of her details in terms of when she first had sex with R. Kelly and where. And she didn't quite hit that nail on the head. And so they brought out those inconsistencies to really basically just make her look like a liar.
Yeah, they're doing their job. The defense is vigorously representing their client, Candace. Obviously, you know that. But, these things seem to be able to be, explained. A woman who was told, your parents, you have no value to your family, low self-esteem. So you could imagine how she would behave in certain ways and how she'd forget or want to forget some things. The prosecution, though, that racketeering charge, they have to establish a criminal enterprise. You taught us that. Are they on their way, at least, to doing that with the witnesses we've heard thus far?
Well, listen, I think that this was one of the best days for the defense. The needle was moved a little bit in terms of, have they created this enterprise, this group of people to say all around that R. Kelly instructed them to do 1, 2, and 3? They have not really gone down that path. They tried to do it with Demetrius Smith. That was the former tour manager. He said that R. Kelly knew nothing about the bride. They tried to do it perhaps with the doctor, and maybe they implicated him a little bit in terms of the herpes, but in terms of the criminal enterprise, not necessarily. Then we have Anthony Navarro. He was an assistant in the house who said he didn't see any sexual acts, and that while it was strange and something out of the Twilight Zone, this wasn't necessarily something that R. Kelly was having him do any criminal acts. Yes, he told him that he couldn't talk to the girls. He told him that, they could eat at a certain time. But this criminal enterprise, we're not going down that road yet. Of course, we have a number of weeks, so we're going to see many more witnesses to create this group of people, this spider web that R. Kelly was in control of. That is what the prosecution has to do.
All right. Yeah, so Candace, we're out of time, but real quick, yes or no?
Yes.
You told us it was going to be an uphill battle for the defense. As it stands right now, just right now with what you've heard,
Yes.
these witnesses, is it still an uphill battle?
It is still an uphill battle. It definitely is, because those opening arguments, they made quite a few mistakes. I don't think they pulled the jury in, and they were stretching. They have to prove themselves. They're not there yet.
Okay, well, if ever I didn't know you were a lawyer, I said yes or no. But you lawyers, you're going to frame it the way you want to frame it, Candace. But we love it. We love every bit of it. I can't get enough of it. Your analysis. Thank you so much. We're going to check back in with you a little bit later this morning before court resumes session. Thank you. And don't forget, stay with BNC for continuing coverage of the United States versus R. Kelly. Look, you're not going to get coverage like this anywhere else. I'm sure you haven't seen it anywhere else. We have correspondents, legal analysts. They're all over every aspect of this case and how it impacts, well, all of us. We're right back.